Halftime down at Lincoln Financial Field across the JAKIB Media YouTube channel. Special halftime report, Foot 27 with NFL insider John McMullen. Take a deep breath, catch your breath, Johnny Mac. Every possession in the first half, with the exception of that final near miss, resulted in some sort of a score by both clubs.
Yeah, we knew how explosive Kansas City was offensively. 3 possessions, 3 touchdowns. So that's pretty good efficacy. And the Eagles, Nick Sirianni really from the first possession had that idea to go for it on the 4th down. They weren't able to get the play in there, make the decision quick enough. They had to call timeout. He rethought it, kicked the field goal. That was probably a mistake because you have to score touchdowns with this team. That's what you saw. Dallas Goedert had his second touchdown called back for a offsetting penalty. Andre Dillard was downfield. The Chiefs superseded that with, I believe, a personal foul, but nonetheless took the touchdown off the board. The Eagles had to ultimately eventually settle for another field goal. It's the difference in this game: touchdown, touchdown, touchdown versus field goal, touchdown, field goal. So that's the kind of small margin of error you have when you're playing the Kansas City Chiefs. And Jonathan Gannon's got to figure out a way to do something to stop that Kansas City Chiefs offense, because the Eagles are moving the football pretty effectively. Kansas City's defense is, as advertised, not very good at all. Not a lot of talent on that side of the football. But it's going to be a tough uphill climb because that Kansas City offense is so explosive.
Unofficially, Mahomes 13 of 16, 144 yards, 3 touchdowns, 21-13 at the break. Any update on Lane Johnson? And then what did you make of the play of the offensive line in general, with the exception of that breakdown at the very end of the half on that final possession? Hurts has had enough time. He's been on the move a little bit, but he's done a pretty nice job, and he's had some good work from a makeshift offensive line.
Now, all we've been given on Lane is obviously it was a late scratch for a personal matter, and it was a late scratch because the Eagles had planned on starting Jack Driscoll at guard, so they had to kick him out to right tackle, put Nate Herbig in at right guard. The offensive line as a whole is held up very well, considering 80% of it is not here from the week 1 starting group. Now, part of that is also the game plan, which has been effective after 2 straight weeks of being anything but that. And they went back to the week 1 mentality of quick throws, get the ball out immediately, 1 read and go. And maybe that's the strength of this offense, and they have to keep doing that moving forward. It certainly looks like that's what they can do, and that's what they can do effectively. And if you're playing a team like Kansas City, which really hasn't shown an ability to stop it, you got to keep going in that direction and not go away from it. If there's one disappointment from Jalen Hurts, he had 2 touchdown throws really there for the taking. The one on the first drive to Zach Ertz just completely overthrown. And then after the Dallas Goedert second touchdown was overturned with those penalties, he had Greg Ward wide open and was just a little bit outstretched. Now, I know some people are going to say Greg Ward should have caught that pass, and he got 2 hands on it, so maybe you can argue that. But it should have been an easy throw, an easy touchdown. It was a really difficult catch.
Okay, Johnny Mac checking in at halftime. Special edition of Football 24/7. We'll see John McMullen on the live post-game show. 21-13 at the break. Chiefs get the football to start the second half. Johnny Mac, thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
All right, good stuff from John McMullen down at the stadium. Again, coming up, the live post-game show right here on the JAKIB Media YouTube channel. We'll see you at the end of the football game with Derek Gunn, Mark Farzetta, Devin Caney, and, of course, John McMullen from down at the stadium. Lane Johnson, normally a contributor, but, again, scratched late today for personal reasons. We'll get an update from Derek Gunn in the live post-game show. Now we go back, or we let you return to second half action. Eagles trail 21-13.